Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Icewind Dale. Say hi,
Hi,
everyone.
everyone.
We
Hello.
finally made it to Tuesday.
Yay!
Yes, if I remember correctly, is this the first episode where we're starting on Tuesdays now?
Negative. The last
no,
one
this is
was.
the second.
This is the second.
Oh. Well, Spectrum successfully gaslit me without even intending to there.
My God.
Girl boss.
Yeah. Yeah, what a girl boss.
Actually,
But yeah, where we last left off, the party had sprung their trap as Torga and the rest of her bounty hunters entered the hook, line, and sinker with your intended target, a man by the name of Sefric. All of you, in different ways, managed to isolate and gather information. Certain highlights include, I believe, Alonzo, Nick, and
Are you fucking kidding me? Come on, what the hell? Oh my god, please tell me. What the hell?
intent was always to do bounty hunting services. Over the last few jobs, the shift of control behind the scenes started to shift away a little bit, and only recently had plans changed since they were going to offer their business in places that weren't the big three of Bryn Shander, East Haven, and Targos. And so, in order, basically, Sefik was led outside, to which I believe, if I remember correctly, he asked you, Merkin, gave him directions, and he thanked you as a cold cloak, or at least he thought you were one.
Hey.
The rest of you all, along with a few members of the local guard, followed suit and basically cornered him. And you all had yourselves a climactic boss fight, which some of the highlights included our first official downing, as Merkin actually fell, although he did get to have his turn at least.
Yeah.
He basically Sefik basically, like, nearly exploded into ice and basically froze all of the guard that came. But as it seemed as though he was about to get away, out of nowhere, with a steel chair, not really, good old Wezzo the Wizard came in with the save to hold him in place, as well as Speaker Trovis and the rest of the guard backing you up.
looking
and
hella
through your-
sexy too.
Yeah, he raged and dashed and grappled a lot. And with your combined efforts, you were able to not only destroy the undead body of Sefik, but you also saw Wezzo literally devour the soul inside, which you were able to deduce is maybe potentially the spirit of a druid that had been possessing this body.
Yeah.
So it's a very vegan flavored soul.
Recycle, reuse.
And as all the chaos wound down and you were able to rescue the frozen soldiers, thankfully, with your rather high survivor skills, or survivor roles rather, you were able to make sure all of them were at least not dying. They just have to warm up ASAP.
Quick,
And
get
so,
naked.
yeah.
What?
Their body heat.
Okay, yeah.
And so, as we pick up, to sort of like abridge some things, Speaker Trovis brought you all back to the town, and immediately he lauds your praises as heroes, as you have, in a way, done a great service to Icewind Dale. You have basically tracked down and murdered a serial killer. Because,
Cool.
you know, he affected way more than just Danica, as you know.
Yeah.
And what better way to celebrate and laud your praises even more than, well, I think you might know. It is around, let's just say,
Can you turn it up a
5
little
to
bit?
6 p.m. as the, yes?
Turn it up a little bit.
Turn it up a little bit. Okay, thank you.
Just like a hair.
Now?
Yeah,
All
much better.
It is around 5 or 6 p.m., and you have all been invited to a very makeshift and last-minute party celebration at the Hook, Line, and Sinker. Especially since you also succeeded in a side goal of not getting into a fight inside the Hook, Line, and Sinker.
Yay.
I really hope she doesn't hold me to that competition because I was bluffing out my ass.
Yeah. This is a Denny's, not a Waffle House.
No self-respecting
will-
man is gonna try to drink a fucking dwarf under the table.
Yeah. So, before we continue with anything, because today is primarily going to be roleplay based, I would like everybody, before we do anything else, to roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
Let's say Alonzo had his panic attack off screen and joined everyone like, hi guys! So totally, what the fuck, guys?
We had all of our good rolls in the previous session.
I
There we
mean,
go.
it counted where it came in clutch when it needed to.
Yeah.
All right, give me 1 second here.
If we died of alcohol poisoning, it's been wonderful knowing all of you.
Well, hey, I had you roll a perception check, not a constitution save.
None of us rolled above a 10. Like, what the fuck?
All right, so, as you all are heading inside, actually, real quick, just so I remember, who challenged you, by the way, Zeke, to the contest?
No, I challenged her.
And who is the her? I think I know who it is, but I want to hear from your mouth.
It's Targa?
Torga.
Targa, yes.
All right, good to know. Well, about that. So, as you are inside and the celebration is underway, right before you all like even think about starting to drink or do any kind of festivities or whatever, you don't see Torga or any of her fellow bounty hunters.
Huh.
Should we ask what happened to them? Like, does the bartender know where they went?
You go ahead and hold on 1 second, just so I can get some names here because I'm prudent like that.
Of course.
You ask the barkeep, who is a half elf by the name of Glendar Core, but everyone just calls him Glenn. Glenn went ahead and tells you as soon as you all left, the rest of them just sort of quietly left a few minutes later.
Yeah. It turns out the man we were looking for was a corpse possessed by like a druid ghost. That's pretty wild, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Was it?
Well, he's dead, right?
Oh yeah.
Then hey, that's something to drink to. And he immediately like shoves a mug into your chest. It's like, here.
Technically re-dead.
Unintentional joke.
And I will go ahead and roll something in private.
No.
Oh, 1 second here. There we go. High or low, guys?
Low.
All right.
Low? Okay.
Low.
Alright.
All right. So, I will say, for the purposes of today, this will be, or at least this first part of today's session will be, you enjoying the festivities and the celebration, and for that, I will allow all of you to roll RP initiative, just a flat d20.
Alright. Time to roll initiative, baby.
Hey, baby.
Flat D20.
Ah!
Oh.
That one, baby!
You're exhausting it. You're exhausting it before it.
I am
bites you in
so
the-
effing glad I am not in a life or death situation. Quote unquote, asterisk, yet.
You try and take a sip, and it turns out you have a drinking problem because you tried to drink from the other end.
Oh no!
It went down the wrong windpipe, and then I
Like-
died instantly without even having to struggle.
Like, it's not even like an alcoholic drinking problem. It's just you're having a problem drinking.
Yeah.
You find out you
That's
have
not
an
good.
allergy to alcohol.
No.
Oh God, that's not good.
Big,
Oh,
big no.
Like, dude, there is this one. You know, no one cares why. Shut up.
No one cares.
Oh
At the moment. At the moment.
At
We'll
this
save it for
moment,
later.
Jesus.
At this
All right,
moment.
so I will. All right, so going down the list here, Merkin. As the festivities and celebrations come underway, how do you partake in things, if at all?
Well, I mean, Merkin has normally been like making a habit of like hiding away in his room to try and decipher his spell book lately. But after having his little stakeout chat with Hither, he's gonna at least try to make himself a little more present, like amongst the rest of the party.
Yeah.
Now I will ask for brevity's sake. Does that mean you wish to do something with Hither? And if so, do you guys want to combine your turns?
Not specifically, no. He's just at the moment making himself like more available to the rest of the group, but I didn't really have anything in mind, so just if anyone has anything, if they'd prefer to go ahead of me, etc., you know. Or hey, maybe John even has something up his sleeve, I don't know.
Who knows? In that case, I will go ahead and say that if any one of the other 4 members of this party want to go ahead and rope you into some shenanigans, I will allow them to do that. Next on the list is Nick. Nick, what do you do to celebrate?
Immediately upon feeling the hype of the victory, is going to, I guess, do what the Romans do, and let's get drunk.
All right, I will go ahead and say, just for flavor's sake, go ahead and roll me a Constitution save.
Come on, Nick. 14.
Okay.
All right.
Not too terrible.
You haven't had like a full-blown drinking session in a while, but this also isn't your first rodeo either, so you at least know how to pace yourself, but at the same time, tonight is a night of celebration, so you kind of want to indulge a little bit more than usual.
Yeah. definitely know how to hold my own liquor. Nick grew up around mercenary folk, so drinking was always a must. But he is no dwarf, and it really is like real shitty. The one time I'm so used to fighting as like Traylon, and he has his con modifier bonus, but Rangers have only strength and dex, and not con.
Yeah.
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 Anyway, Nick is all over the place. He is going to be drinking, talking with whoever, getting to know Joe. He's schmoovin' through the space. And once he did sign up for that contest, so that's definitely.
Oh yeah,
he wants to
the local
I guess,
contest. Yeah.
pre-game a little bit before that.
All right. In that case, I will go ahead and set you up for that, because I know there's another person here who signed up for that contest.
That would be me.
Yeah. Nick, is there anything else you do in the meantime?
Well, one thing, he does want to spend a little bit of time with Wezo.
All right. Do you plan on looking for him or having him find you?
Probably look for him. It feels like if he doesn't, Wezo will sink
Use
off into the
himself.
darkness, and he'll like, oh, he left.
Trying to get in his robes. I see you.
Sure enough, even though he, is in his usual, like, calm and, let's just say, smooth-talking demeanor, it's very easy to see a giant red hat in the sea of, dwarves and humans who are in the middle of being merry and drinking lots. He is definitely to himself right now. He doesn't seem as though like he is intimidated by the crowd so much as he doesn't have any obligations to, join in, so to speak.
He doesn't know anyone at this party except us.
Pretty
Oh,
much.
God, that's so goddamn awkward.
Well, I'm gonna make sure he has someone to talk to at this party.
All right.
Nick will schmoove
mhm.
his way, like crowd surf through the party.
Ghost ride the whip.
Hey there, mate. Enjoying the festivities?
You see him, like, look up, and he gives you a smirk back and goes, "Oh, hey there, hero. What you doing?"
Enjoying the party. Enjoying some drink. Or a well-deserved fight.
I'll say. I feel a little obligated to share, but let's be real. You guys did most of the work. I didn't even know that there was a fight happening until I started coming in.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you did. Either way, had us in a bit of a tight spot right there when you showed up.
I think you could have handled yourselves, but if we're being honest here, I did take a lot of satisfaction in killing that son of a bitch.
Oh yeah, it was real freaky. Basically sucked their soul out. And
You
turned
could say that.
Turned out Sefik wasn't even Sefik. Or at least we don't think he was.
So you're saying something possessed him?
Seems like it. It's whatever you like sucked off him didn't look like his body.
I'm gonna be real with you, I wasn't really paying attention to that part. I was focused on making sure whatever thing came out of him didn't escape.
Yeah, that is a little concerning. If you weren't here, that odds are Sefik would have just potentially jumped to a different body. That's pretty fucked.
So, what do you know about this guy? Did he try to kill you all too?
He killed one of our old employers. Apparently he was one of Torga's hired hands. They were hunting down, escapees.
Well, that explains a lot. I, had a run-in with him several days ago. Tried to get the jump on me and kill me right then and there. We kind of fought to a stalemate, but before any of us could kill any of us, he was the one who escaped, and, well, I was the one kind of limping. But I'm good now, but, try to get me first. And if he's trying to hunt down the escapees, as you guys are saying it, then that makes sense. You did technically help me escape.
Well, the thing is, he's been killing on the side, apparently. That's what happened to our last employer. She was at the wrong place at the wrong time, saw him summon his stupid ice sword, and apparently he didn't want to leave tracks.
What is he? Some kind of freak?
I mean, he's dead, is what he is now.
Oh.
But,
Eh.
fairly certain he was one of the cult members. That oral bitch.
Yeah, I gathered as much. Those are the same kinds of people that were wanting to take me out, too. Normally, I would say whatever gets them off, but, well, they fucked with the wrong goblin, I'll tell you what.
What?
I ain't gonna let it slide.
I'll tell you what.
Sip, 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 sip.
Liquid courage.
Well, what about you? You came all the way out here for him, I'm assuming.
Pretty
Where do you
much.
think you're gonna go from here?
We have a comrade over in the Dwarven Valley. I want to make sure that she's safe after we leave here. I do have a lead. I sensed something off to the west when I was nearby.
You said something?
Call it a gut feeling. Something just felt like there was... the elements were off. If that makes sense.
I'm gonna have Wezo roll something. Natural 20, alright. So you got a sense for this kind of thing, don't you?
I mean... very recently, yeah.
If that were the case, I'm surprised you haven't been feeling all sorts of disturbances all around this place. I mean, granted, I don't give a shit, but from what I understand, this place has kind of been cursed to stay cold. Now, if you asked me before, I thought it was just cold because it's cold, but apparently it's worse. Unnaturally worse.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Man, I could try it right now. Like, Nick will put his drink down and just kind of feel the vibe as the party kind of fades in the background for a little bit.
All right. Remind me, it is within 1 mile. Okay. I'm going to take a look here.
Bing, bing,
Uh,
bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing.
Oh, within 1 mile. Okay, then yeah, I kind of made a mistake then, because I thought 1 mile was, like, way longer. But either way, I'll go ahead and do my research towards one thing. What does it look like as you are trying to concentrate?
Well, Nick has his eyes closed as he just kind of feels the world around him. But in his, like, closed eyes, it looks like Earthbender blind sense. Like, echolocation that just kind of whooshes out.
Is my gimmick being stolen? Hang on.
My gimmick.
That's my gimmick!
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
No. This is something totally distinct. He's using location using sonar location.
You mean
my
echolocation?
Literally my
Echo.
thing.
Where do you think I got it from? I learned it from you. I learned it
by
from
watching
watching
you.
you, okay?
Alright, I will go ahead and say, with your current location, with your senses, no, you do not sense anything currently within 1 mile of yourself right now. And as you sort of, like, awake back to focus, you feel a boop on your nose.
What?
Sorry, I was just making sure you didn't pass out or something.
Yeah, nah, it's that's kind of how I just do it, to feel things out. I'm still awake. Sit.
Well, I get that you all are still trying to figure out something, but, to tell you the truth, I kind of came here for business myself.
Oh yeah, you're still hunting down the bastard who took your master's book, right?
Yeah, I may or may not have a lead, but I would be asking some people if they know anything, but, well, everyone's kind of busy drinking, and, well, you can't really trust the hearsay of people who are inebriated, so tomorrow I'll ask if I can get some information. If I do get a lead, would you be interested?
I'll be listening. I'll keep an ear out. Oh, I don't mind.
I mean, granted, I technically owe you 2 favors, if anything. One for rescuing me, and the other one for, you know, getting this guy cornered so I can kill him myself.
I don't mind lending a hand if I can.
Guess I'll have to make it 3 favors then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
We are almost to third base.
Hey.
Sip. There's no need to keep counting them. I'm doing it because I want to.
Well, in any case, I'll be drinking, but, you know, since we're here, you can ask about me, and I can ask about you. You know, the usual stuff. I got nothing else better to do.
It's a party. Talk about me.
So, where'd you grow up? What are your interests? What's your sign?
You can roll an insight, by the way, if you want. I'll say, you can have advantage on this. A 5.
Jesus.
I'll say with a 5, yeah, you two are just very much having a friendly conversation. He is definitely, like, paying very close attention to you, but yeah, you guys are just, definitely having a conversation.
Yeah. Nick is a short fence, and all of these hints are going way over his head.
Oh no!
I will put a pin on this for now. Hither,
Yeah.
since you're next on the list, how do you partake in the celebrations, if at all?
People playing darts.
Oh.
I would say the vast majority of the entertainment comes towards the drinking, but yeah, I could say there's a dartboard.
Well, I'm gonna be sitting next to Alphonse and be like, "Hey, Alphonse, you wanna play darts but better?"
Who is Alphonse?
Are
Who
you
is Alphonse?
talking to
dang.
me?
Alonzo.
Alonzo, damn it, brain.
You don't even know my name.
He was inebriated. Wait. He just had too much to drink. All right, relax.
Oh no!
It's alright. Fought so many
Man.
times together.
Man. Man. It's always the one wrong.
Alright.
Fine.
What makes
it's
it even
fine.
worse
It's
is that this
become a
is the
bit.
person who found your wallet for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I thought that meant something.
Oh,
But yeah, Alonzo.
He did. He just had too much to drink.
I don't know if he'd want to play darts per se.
What do you want?
I wasn't really prepared to say anything yet, honestly.
Wow. Alright.
I'm sorry.
No, that's cool. You just seen real. He just sort of waves his hand around you,
What do you mean?
stressed.
Oh, well, no, that's just a constant state these days.
Oh no! Oh no!
You mean because of that whole soul thing that we saw and yeah.
What, you mean
Otta.
the soul thing that came out and then the goblin that's dressed in red ate it?
Yeah, that seems kind of intense.
That was a little shocking, yeah.
Yeah.
I will say probably Alonzo is drinking.
All right. Just for flavor, roll a con.
11.
Rolling hot
Let's just
tonight.
say you definitely needed to have like some kind of drink in you after everything that happened and the realization that now everyone has now seen you go starry.
But hey, don't worry, I can drink enough and forget that happened. Yay!
Why do you want to forget it? Is it because you don't like having the spotlight on you?
That's a part of it, yes.
Would it help distract your mind if I showed you a better game than darts, like cool darts?
Cool darts.
Are they just the darts with flames painted on them?
No. Push
Okay.
away the flame darts.
I was gonna say, he's thinking, damn it.
Well, in my family, we call it trash darts.
Trash darts. Oh no.
Alright.
You want me to show you?
I mean, I'll watch a demonstration, at least.
All right. Please describe this trash darts.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go over to where that dartboard is
Okay.
and look to see if there's anything. Let's see. What do I have on me actually? I got tinderbox, torches, rations. Oh come on, there's got to be something.
I will definitely say you already lost the chair, so don't go looking for that.
All right. Damn.
Oh yeah, he almost forgot about that.
Well, is there like a hammer or an axe or anything around? Anything sharp?
Hammer,
Uh,
axe, and anything sharp.
Anything sharp. That is disconcerting.
Inside the hook, lay, and sinker, the vast majority, if not all of the patrons inside, are locals. So the regular town folk, they are not armed and therefore don't really have anything sharp on them per se. There are a few guards, like you can actually see Speaker Trovis is there drinking alongside everybody else.
Yeah.
They're armed, but you know, it's their weapons.
Basically, in trash darts, you like one up each other with a more extreme and difficult thing to stick to the board.
Oh, I see. I don't think I have anything that would really be good for that right now.
Darn. Oh wait, I got my belaying pin. That'd be really cool if it's stuck in there.
That's a blunt object.
Yeah, that's why you gotta throw it real hard.
You just fucking like embedded in
Really
the wall.
hard and fast.
Are you attempting to stab something with a brick?
Yeah.
If he throws it hard enough. Alright, in that case, if you are participating in the trash darts with that, blunt instrument there, just to clarify, what is this again?
A belaying pin. It's a shipping rigging tool basically used to stick in a rope in the sail so it stays...
Oh, like those little, like, stakes in the ground?
Yeah!
Yeah. It's a club, essentially.
Okay. Alright, how big is it?
It's basically like a... Not steering wheel. What do you call the thing to shift gear? Gear shift.
Alright. Okay. Alright, in that case, I'm gonna say, roll me a strength check. This is gonna be a very high DC, because this is not just a very blunt instrument, but a very thick instrument.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man.
Please describe how you throw this at the dartboard.
Well, flex my muscles, rip my shirt a little in the back. Yeah. I do an extreme anime, like, build up, wind up pose, like,
I will say, you toss it, you know, blunt ends first against the dartboard, and it ricochets off of the board and falls down to the ground with a thunk. Because of how hard you threw it, though, the board on its like little holster which is, you know, being held by, you know, like rope hanging on like a nail and whatnot. It moves around. I'm gonna roll something real quick. High or low?
low. That's where I am.
Alright. It weeble wobbles, but thankfully is still on the board. And you get a few people look to you and say, if you just want to play darts, we can lend you some.
Nah, I need to up my game. That's all I need. See, imagine if I had done that, but I was successful. That's pretty cool.
Alonso's just sipping his drink like, uh-huh.
Yes, that's fine, dear. No.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for at least chatting with me a little bit, if nothing else.
Nah, it's fine. You seem like you need someone to talk to anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe a little bit.
Alonso
Yeah.
is... Go ahead.
You know, I gotta say, it's pretty interesting. Like, you're going on this whole saving the world quest. Is that what this is to you guys?
Well, I don't know about the world, but definitely we can't sit by and let these people suffer. I mean, we managed to accomplish something great tonight. I mean, look at
Yeah.
them all. We've seen how miserable the rest of Icewind Dale is. Maybe we could bring this kind of happiness to them again. It seems like no
Ah.
one else is really up to the task right now.
That makes sense. But it's just a little interesting that you're kind of skittish, and yet you're doing this.
I mean, yes, but I can't sit by and do nothing.
Huh.
As scary as it is.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool of you.
Thank you.
I
I
think they call that courage.
Oh yeah.
No, no.
Oh my god!
No, he does actually vomit. He does like just kind of stare into the stein, and I guess I'll use my new cantrip and just make it have little animals form out of the liquid and animate around before I just go.
I will go ahead and say, as a continuation of this, Alonzo, what is it that you wanted to do during this night?
I don't want to do.
Or no, wait, hold on a second.
What?
I'm just making sure I got the numbers right. Okay, yeah, you're good. All right. What is it
Yep.
that you wish to do, if anything, during the festivities?
I'd say if Hither wanders off after talking with me a little bit. Alonzo's probably a little buzzed right now. Where is Speaker Trovis?
Trovis is in the middle of. He is basically hanging out with like 5 or 6 of other guards of the local militia, and well, he's definitely being his usual like loud, boisterous self as he is telling stories about, how he came across you guys and how he saw 4 of his men get frozen solid and how he basically suplexed a corpse and all of the fun stuff that goes with it.
Yeah.
You can tell to an extent he is drunk enough to where he is either forgetting some of the details, some of them are blending together, or he is just flat out making shit up to make it seem like way more cool and epic than it was. Although it was.
He's giving it the wandering minstrel treatment.
I'd say if there's ever a moment where he's like kind of by himself, not, chatting with someone, Alonzo will slide up next to him. Still doing the make animal shapes with the spell and then just popping them in his mouth. I'll drink that way.
He'll look over to you and say, "Oh, hey, that's a cool little trick." As he immediately just sort of like, as soon as you like approach, he immediately like puts a hand around your neck to bring you in close. It's like, hey, here's one of the heroes that caught that guy.
Oh god, don't touch me! Don't let them look at me!
Oh no!
This here's Alonzo. He's a cool guy.
Hi.
You see, the rest of them are much more self-aware, and they're like, "Oof, sorry, buddy," but also they gotta kind of get a kick of amusement out of this. It's like, just let him have his fun.
Oh no!
Yeah. If they like, I just like a gif of like Alonzo's state of being.
Hold on, let me see.
That's good, right?
I mean, it's just him being
Yeah.
anxious. But,
Sorry you had to come in without actually being able to experience the town proper, but now all that's taken care of, so you can.
Yeah, we had a job to do, so time to eat, drink, and be merry. That's right.
Yeah, that's the spirit. As he like shoves a new mug of beer into your chest.
Oh god. Let the saloon be with me.
You drink?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a con save.
Oh god.
If there's any time to be confident, now's the time.
16.
All right, 16.
Confident.
I'm going to flavor it as
Mhm.
you are. It's almost like you're too anxious to feel sick. Like, you're too busy feeling that, like, dull, like, tightening feeling in your chest that you get when you're anxious, rather than, like, you feel one pit in your stomach already, not the one that would make you throw up.
Yeah. But eventually Alonzo will like nudge Trovis and be like, "I'm sorry I called you useless when we first met you."
Aw.
Above table, did he say that out loud?
Sort of something more like when he saw like we found Trovis like fucking asleep in the snow. He took us back to like his office and like was not super helpful. Alonzo's like, "Okay, he's not helping us. Let's just leave."
I didn't know that was out loud.
Yeah.
He'll just go and say, don't worry about it. I know how first impressions are. Besides, I figured, I'd let the guard into my actions, prove myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's no skin off of my scales.
Yeah. So, what do you think will happen now?
I mean, we do what we always do. We drink and be merry.
I mean,
And
yes.
stick it to all those weirdos outside telling us to freeze in the cold at night.
Well, that's good. Hopefully, there won't be too much retaliation.
Well, what about you then? I know you kind of came in and this is all of a sudden and whatnot, but what do you plan on doing?
Well, I guess we'll follow what leads we can. I don't want to leave Icewind Dale to its fate at the mercy of Oral, so I'll try my best to break the rhyme.
So you're just gonna travel around and figure it out as you go?
I mean, that's what one does when you have little information to go off of.
You actually see him have a little bit of a sigh, a bit of a nostalgic sigh, actually. He says, yeah, I remember that feeling. While back, I used to travel this place for quite a while.
Oh yeah? You know any cool secret spots that we should check out?
So you want the hot goss, is what you're saying.
I mean, anything that could help.
Why this guy using Valley Girl terminology?
He's drunk.
Give me a minute. Let me think about it over several more drinks here. As I'm going to roll something.
Also, by the way, are you related to anyone up in like what was it?
Let me take a look at the map real quick, because I know what thing you're talking about.
Yeah.
Tourmaline.
Yeah, Tourmaline. Oh, he's a white dragon, not a silver.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright. Alright. Let me think here. As he is, as above table, the arrow in the sky is flipping through pages to get an exact location.
It's alright, take your time. We'll just eat on this bowl of pretzels we have in front of us.
I know, right? They're great.
The arrow in the sky is just like spinning in place, and Zeke is just kind of watching it like, whoa,
It's just
whoa,
And he's
whoa.
watching it like the cat, like, you know, cats when they see something that's spinning.
Yeah.
Ah, mixed Barnett, the only thing holding civilization together from chaos.
How does it spin like that?
All right. I might have something, but it's not the most reliable thing. You ever heard of the Ragged Nomads?
The what?
Ragged. How the fuck do you spell them? Above table. REGHED.
Hold on. R-E-G. Say it again.
REGHED.
Ragged Nomads.
Yes.
Because my first thought was ragged, then you kept saying, I'm like, reggae nomads?
No.
I mean, they could be if you wanted to.
Herman.
No.
Prison, I'm not so Herman.
So I was thinking of reggaeton, but all right.
Hey, it's cold here.
It's cold, dude. Alright, yeah,
God. Yeah, I'm walking here.
so yeah, no, I've not heard of these. What are they?
These.
Well, granted, I yet to see one, but I've heard a few stories about them. They're barbarian tribes that sort of just wander around here in Icewind Dale. They don't really have, like, a settled place or anything, but they're kind of like, what do you call them? The first peoples that live here. So if you're looking for someone who really knows their shit around this place that the locals wouldn't know, you would seek them out.
So they're
Problem
like
is, the
natives.
tricky part is finding them. But
Gotcha.
I might have an idea. I think I heard something one time where they tend to follow herds of animals.
That
Their
makes
favorite
sense.
is reindeer.
That makes sense from like a nomadic perspective.
And also venison is great, so I don't blame them. So, I don't know. If you need to ever find them for something, try to follow reindeer herds.
Alright. I wonder what they think about the rhyme in the sky.
Hell if I know. But if you find them, I'm sure they'll tell you.
Are they... You said they're like barbarian tribes. Do they raid towns?
They used to.
Until...
I'm trying to get the stuff in my head. You have to understand, I haven't been speaker for too long, like give or take 10 or 15 years. I'm not from here.
Uh-huh.
Let me see here.
Guidance.
Yeah. I might as well do a roll to stall for a little more time and also help him remember.
Flavor it like you're putting your hand on his cheek.
Oh!
No,
Go ahead and roll guidance.
I'll just poke him.
Oh!
I mean,
You poke the titty.
or at least his bicep or something.
Okay, let's see here.
Nowhere near as alluring intimately.
I mean, I'm not trying to get in his pants. I'm trying to get information and apologize and shit.
You're trying to get into his head.
Yeah.
You can do
Well,
both.
Yeah, portray know where
It's
it
called
goes.
multitasking. all right. So, let me just see here. Go back to page 152.
300.
Don't spoil us. I have that book.
Well, don't
Oh,
read it then,
good.
bitch.
I don't intend to. I'm just making a goof.
Good.
He's just
Bitch.
making a gaff. Oh.
Well, I'm
Who's a
gonna
goofer gaff?
gaff him in the gaff
Oh,
if he
wow.
reads it.
Guff.
I'm sorry. What? No.
All right, so sorry, I sometimes need a little bit of drinks to clear my mind, so to speak. All right, so as far as I remember, a long time ago, when, people started settling into the 10 towns, the Ragged Men started, trying to invade the 10 towns, and they were kind of rebuffed by, kind of an alliance between the folks of the Dale that moved there, as well as the dwarves that live in the valley and the ones who live near Kelvinskarin. And after that invading army was destroyed, how do I put this? Okay, so the thing you need to know about them is there's like 4 tribes. There is the tribe of the elk, the tribe of the wolf, the tribe of the bear, and the tribe of the tiger, which is crazy. How the fuck does a tiger live here? There used to be 2 more called the tribe of the seal and the tribe of the caribou, but I don't think those exist anymore.
Ooh, caribou.
Anyway,
Oh my God.
after they got their asses kicked, hang on, I need a drink here.
I feel like I'm on season 6 of Game of Thrones, but it's also football.
No.
Only it's good.
Yeah. After they kind of got their asses kicked, the king of the elk tribe at the time tried to enact a plan of revenge with some dark wizard from Luskin. You know that place, right? That's where all like the shifty pirates come from.
Do I know that? Have we been there yet? Or
So you do know of Luskin because Targos is basically like pretty much ran by like people from the Luskin arms.
then yeah, we do know that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of assholes. One guy gave me good head once though, but fuck that guy. Anyway, the king of that tribe tried to like make up a plot with some evil wizard or something, but then another guy came in, slew him, and became king of all the tribes, and he's the one that kind of like got all the rest of them to like chill the fuck out. So the tribes still exist, but some of them moved into society and acclimated, or at least they learned how to exist within civilized society.
We live in a society.
The rest of the tribes, they're still out there somewhere. I don't know.
Interesting. Well, thank you for that knowledge. I would like to seek them out to see what they think about what's going on right now. Well, all right then. Thank you for the information.
Well, hey, you want to stay on by and participate in the contest?
What kind of contest was it again?
Oh, you see him like immediately like grow like the biggest shit-eating grin. You don't know about the trial, do you?
No, as Alonzo tries to start moving away.
Oh no.
Well, you see, it's tradition here in Kaer Koenig that whenever newbies come in from outside, it is customary for the locals to challenge them to a drinking contest.
Cool.
Don't know what I expected.
I mean, you don't have to if you don't wanna.
As he's probably got like his hand gripped around Alonso's arm and is just dragging him over there.
But it would be really fun if you did it.
I'm already like 3 drinks in though.
So is everybody else here.
It just gets dragged along. So like, neither the player says he'll participate, but Alonso's like, oh, he's just dragged along.
Really got that Tina Belcher angst energy.
What?
Sorry, not angst, anxious.
Yeah, anxiety.
Yeah. All right, so I will say we will move on to Zeke.
Zeke.
What is it that you wish to do during the festivities, if anything?
Well, Zeke is going to see his companions, and he's immediately going to look to Nick, who seemed to be, lost in conversation with Wezzo. And,
By the way, as you are going to, like, not snoop in on their conversation, but gather Nick, I'll say you can roll an insight.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
If
Finish
you
your thing
want.
after that. Finish what you were saying too.
Yeah, exactly.
Shabaroo.
Yeah.
A very soft 21.
Wow.
Yeah, you can definitely tell, like, in the middle of their conversation, you can see, like, Wezzo is quite a bit buzzed, and it's also kind of eye-fucking Nick right now.
Oh.
He is dressing the man down, but yeah, continue.
He's gonna notice that they're in deep conversation, and he's gonna whisper, "I hope he gets it." And then he's going to try and bring his attention over to Alonso, and then notice that he's with Speaker Trovis, and his face is going to immediately furrow downwards and like just gonna shift into a frown, and it's like, I guess everyone else is busy.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Merkin right here, like,
he's going to go over to the bartender, and he's going to just say, so when does this contest thing go underway?
Who are you asking?
The bartender.
Glenn looks to you and says, give us about 30 minutes or an hour to prepare. We got, well, more than one participant here, so we got a lot of stuff to prepare. We aren't in any danger of running out of stock, but, we gotta make a lot.
No. I mean that sounds fair. It's good. I guess. And he's just gonna like fiddle with his hands for a bit and just say it's just trying to find something to occupy the time, I guess.
All right. I will say above table, Merkin, did you want to join in with him at all?
I mean,
Or do
may
you
as
still
well.
want to just, like, watch and see what happens?
I may as well, because, like, Merkin doesn't really have much else to do, and, like, Zeke did just kind of walk by him, I think.
Roughly.
All right, I will go ahead and let you two have the floor.
Mhm. You say as though, like... Sorry, go ahead.
But Zeke is going to be by the table, like near where the counter is, but like not directly there, since that's where a majority of the people are. And while he would be inclined to enjoy the festivities, he's just sort of, I guess, downtrodden on the fact that, the de facto mother of his children are dead, and the people, the companions that he came into this adventure with are preoccupied, so he just kind of feels like the third wheel. like he has nothing to occupy his time. like that he can see, pun intended. So his attention is diverted elsewhere.
Sorry, I had an idea of what I was gonna say, but then like some fucking stupid line from Metaphor just like came back into my memory and smacked me in the head. I cannot think of just someone saying "hoy" without thinking of like this one part near the end of Metaphor where Hulkenberg is just like, "You dare hoy the king, you swine!" It's so stupid, but it's stuck in my head.
Anyways,
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Ugh. Hello.
Hi.
And Zeke is just gonna go, oh, hey, Merc, everything good?
Well, mostly. You just seemed like you wanted someone to talk to, perhaps.
I mean, you could say that. We did just we did kick some serious butt, and I guess I'm probably the only person here who can't really find something to keep himself occupied.
I'd say we're in the same boat, honestly. Well, you probably know me well enough to know by now that I don't really do well with talking to people, but Hither and I had a bit of a chat during our little stakeout, and well, I guess talking to people is not bad after all.
Oh.
Well, it is how you're gonna find out who you are, right?
That is true. That is very true. As he just kind of glances over at Wezzo for a moment before realizing that, yeah, best to leave them to it for now.
Did you, did you figure out what you needed to do with you and Cypher? Anything new come up is what I'm asking?
At the moment, yes and no. Sorry, the music was cutting out a little bit. It's fine now, but...
Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah. Well, yes and no, he continues. I keep forgetting that guy's name that we just took down.
Cephik.
Cephik, yeah. Like Sapphic, but no.
but not lesbian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Sapphic with no lesbians. Yeah. Just when we were putting Cephik in our little trap, he referred to me as one of the cold cloaks, and I'm still just... That's still rattling around in my head.
You said cold cloak?
Indeed.
Well, if you need me to, I could probably find someone in my contact list who can give me information about that. See if I can dig anything up.
I would appreciate that, yes. And I was hoping perhaps that, considering Wezzo over there seemed to be capable of just taking the soul from Cephick's body and just doing what he did, that perhaps he might know a little something as well. I have no idea, but it's...
Given the current situation, I think the only thing he's trying to discover is how he can, his ears are gonna twitch for a moment, and then just say, probably trying to figure out how to find the skeleton key for Boss Man's treasure chest.
I see. He kind of smirks a little bit at that and chuckles. Yes. You know, I sort of envy the dynamic the two of you have, if you care for me to speak frankly.
In what way?
Well, just that the two of you have just known each other for so long, and I'm not sure if take a chance on you was the proper term for it, but he saw your worth for what it was when most people wouldn't, and I can't even remember if I had anyone like that in my life aside from, well, Little Merkin, and I don't even know if their consciousness is just an extension of mine, or if there is more to that.
You're telling me. Honestly, for a while, I thought everyone was gonna look at me and either laugh or toss me to the curb. But there is something about him that sees something in me that there are days where I don't even see in me.
Well, that's good.
Honestly, I'm so thankful that he's in my life. Makes me a better person, that's for damn sure.
Indeed.
Yeah. Just Nick off in the corner. Here comes the sun.
Gross.
What's that one meme? That guy who's like smiling, like driving down on the car, and his friend looks off to his store. Is like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, that's Nick.
I don't think I know that one.
But yeah, honestly, I think there has to be someone or another in my connections list. I can probably find someone. It shouldn't be too hard to find a sleazy scumbag or a distrustful looking individual who probably knows what a CC is. So
It's rather comical hearing it referred to as that. But,
I will say above table, you do know, from your previous sessions what cold cloaks are.
yeah.
Like, you know what their purpose is.
but always getting more intel.
Unless
never a
that's
bad
not
thing.
what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there we go.
I getcha.
I getcha. What?
Exactly.
God damn it, quiet.
But I think we might be able to wrap this one up if there's nothing else.
Aren't you going to take place in the competition too?
Oh no, yeah, but I figured that since
Oh,
it's
yeah.
happening in roughly 30 minutes or an hour later,
Yeah, it's happening right now.
unless
I
the
will-
arrow in the sky tells me that it's happening right now, then
What is it that you're trying to do?
wrap up our portion.
Yeah. I will.
I mean,
like, go
mhm.
ahead, John.
I was just gonna say, if you still want to like discuss something, go ahead.
Unfortunately, I got nothing in my brain.
That's fair. Then allow me. Then
Oh, please, by all means, save me because I am drowning.
that's fair. Yeah, I was kind of too, but you brought some stuff up, and I'm like, hey, yeah, that could be good to talk about. And Merkin just kind of, after they've been like sitting together for a while, he just kind of not physically nudges him, but is like trying to, like, I guess verbally nudge his way into this conversation topic because he doesn't really know how to broach it well. But
Mhm.
so he's fumbling with it, but he's trying to basically just like get the words out, just like, hey, if you wanted to talk about anything. God, I can't even say it. Danica.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I mean, he's gonna play it off, and then immediately he's just gonna say, "What's there to talk about? The job's a job, you know. People come, people go. There are times where unfortunate shit happens. My job is to not let it bother me." He says, as it clearly bothers him.
Roll a
Yes,
deception check.
Oh, okay, all right. Hold on, wait. I got this. Easy.
Yep, definitely doesn't bother you. Unless...
What's the contesting one for that?
Insight.
Fucking really?
He is cold as ice.
He's just kind of like narrows his eyes a little bit at that, just like he has the feeling that he thinks it's bullshit, but he's like, all right, if you say so. Just if you want to talk about it, I'm all ears.
I appreciate it, but I'm cool. Literally, it can't be anything but cool.
I wouldn't know. I can barely feel it.
I probably should have used better terminology.
You're fine. I know what you meant. But listen, you may think I'm overselling it at this point, but a job or not, if there is something there that is causing you pain, don't feel like you have to hide it from us. We are here for you.
Ezekiel is gonna approach Merkin and just place a hand along his arm and just be like, "Thanks, man. I'll let you know if anything comes up."
All right. And I'll be here for that.
No.
All right.
So I wonder.
Oh.
No, go ahead. He's gonna trail off with that.
Yeah. And with that, we come to the trial. For brevity's sake, I have an idea of who's participating, but who here is participating?
Nick.
Alonzo,
Zeke.
unwillingly, but he's there.
Unwillingly in character.
Yeah.
Hither can't hear what's going on. He's busy outside training with his belay pin.
Oh no.
Bonk.
So,
Bonk.
Also, I just realized what we could call it.
What?
This is gonna be so stupid, but trial of the flagon. Trial of the flagon.
I don't know what that is.
yeah, what are we going for here?
I'm sure he'll show you later,
So-
but
Long story short, it's both a Persona 4 and Metaphor reference.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. All right,
Anyway,
yeah.
Hither does step through the door because he's like, dang, don't need more. So he's joining.
Oh.
so everybody except Merkin, I think.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
sounds
no,
all
he's
right.
good.
All right, so you are all brought to a long, narrow table. It's like one of those like super long line ones.
Yeah, the ones that they use for pie eating contests, right?
Yeah, it's basically like that. Yes. All of you are set on one side, and locals that have decided to take on the trial and challenge the noob ones, they will line up on the opposite side.
Yeah.
You see Glenn, the barkeep, sort of like stand at the head of the table where you all at and says, "All right, the rules are simple. You keep on drinking until you either tap out or you pass out.
Okay.
All right, seems simple enough.
You notice that the ones that are in front of you, in front of Nick and Hither, you are against 2 humans. For Ezekiel, you are facing off against a dwarf.
Of course I am.
And for Alonzo, you are face to face with Speaker Trovis himself.
My God.
Mega.
Well, this isn't fair.
All right,
druid versus
well,
the barbarian.
it's a freaking rogue versus a dwarf.
All right, so everybody, go ahead and roll me some con saves.
Oh,
Awesome.
God. Yeah!
Son of a bitch.
Oh, fantastic. Is there a 2 out of 3? Please tell me there's a 2 out of 3.
All right. You see, everybody just go, all right, ready, set, chug! And immediately all of you begin to chug. You watch as you lift up your mugs. There is a dedicated person behind all of you, including the people that you are standing across the table from, who is dedicated to, like, basically taking the mug off your hands when you're done and setting down a new mug for you to reach down and, like, chug on. It's a pretty good system they got going.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I gotta
I'm
ask,
get-
when you
Mhm.
I gotta ask, when you do these sorts of games and they're just like doing round after round, like, what is the proof on these beers? Jesus Christ.
I don't know what that means.
How strong are the drinks?
Yeah.
I don't know. All right.
Boy doesn't drink. He doesn't know. Well, to be fair, I don't drink either, so I don't know either.
Is anyone here an alcoholic?
I'm slightly
No.
Or
alcoholic.
rather, does anyone here drink? It's a better question, but yeah.
Great.
All right, and
Great.
then
Please tell me they all
for
rolled like
Trophus
a-
himself.
Please tell me they all
Ooh.
rolled a nat 1. Please.
All right.
I would laugh if Spirit.
All right, so Alonzo, you watch as the rest of your companions like start to drink. Much to your surprise, Nick, Ezekiel, Hither, it hadn't hit you until now, mostly just because you were enjoying the festivities in your own way. But all of a sudden, you start to like feel it, especially like in your head. It's like, you know how you can feel like very tired, but you also have like so much like caffeine in you that it's like you're in this weird limbo state where you just feel like the aching urge in the back of your eye is to go to sleep.
Sort of.
It's kind of like that right now. It just hits you all at once. It's like, oh, drinking makes you drunk. And if you get too drunk, you get a little sick. Uh-oh.
But I rolled a nat 20, so...
Yeah, Alonzo, you watch this happen to the rest of the rest.
Please tell me please tell me.
You somehow hold firm. As for everybody else, the 2 humans against Nick and Hither, you are they hold firm. The one facing off against Ezekiel, the dwarf, to your surprise, it sort of like hits him a bit. And then you look over to Trovis. To your shock, it somehow hits him pretty hard. I will say, for the purposes of this, all of you have essentially 3 lives. If you fail a roll, you lose a life. If you lose all 3, you are out, and you can flavor it however you wish.
Okay.
If you roll a nat 20, you don't lose a life, and you would regain 1 if you're not already at 3.
Oh,
Can I get
sweet.
Can I get 1 temporary life?
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
High or low? You want what you guess.
Hi.
No.
Fuck.
No.
You stay at 3. All of your companions go to 2.
Oh,
And the dwarf and Trovis go to 2.
Gotcha.
Hold on
Although-
1 second.
I love to think
Alright,
about all the dwarves he knows that have taught him how to do this, essentially.
All right.
Not just from the valley, but from back from another area.
Oh yeah, you technically had training.
But also from like a backstory location. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. Everybody, go ahead and roll me another con save.
all right.
Don't tell me what to do.
Let's do this. 13, baby.
7.
All right. Ezekiel passes. Heather passes. Alonso passes. Nick fails.
Oh no.
You sadly also lose your second life on this, as it is starting to. You feel the buzz everywhere.
And Nick is having trouble keeping his head up straight. It's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
This is a little bit stronger than I thought.
All right.
Babe, help me.
The one that you are up against fails. The one up against Hither passes. The dwarf against Ezekiel passes, and Speaker Trovis will also pass.
So equal on my end. Cool.
Yes. All right. Roll again. This time, the DC has gone up.
Oh boy.
Fantastic.
I wasn't doing great to begin
Yo,
with.
let's do it! Yes.
Come on.
Ezekiel, that is a pass.
Hell yeah.
Tiny goblin liver. You can do it.
Alonso, that is a pass.
Top
Hither,
20, baby. Let's go.
Hither, that is a fail, and Nick, that is a pass.
Does he get a life back? Is this a soft 20?
No.
No, it has to be a nat 20.
Okay, that's fair.
Hither, you lose another life here. How many are you at?
I think that's 2. Wait, did I lose the first one?
Yes.
Yes, so you are down to 1.
Yeah, okay, then I put a hand on my adversary. I just want you to know, if I get too drunk, I am gonna pee.
I'm going to pee. Please don't.
I'm
Alright.
peeing.
All right, Nick, the one that you're up against fails. You're both down to 1. Hither, the one that you're up against fails. He's down to 2.
Oh.
Ezekiel, the one that you are up against, barely passes. He's at 2.
Oh, he is making me work for it.
And Alonso, Speaker Trovis shockingly fails. He is down to 1.
Oh boy.
It makes sense. He's been pre-gaming, like, since he woke up.
He's been pre-gaming.
Basically, man starts like a percentage inebriated.
He has
All right.
to constantly keep himself drunk, otherwise he's afraid that the collective hangover will kill him.
He's got 3 levels of monk to be drunk and master at the same time.
Hey, don't give me ideas.
Hey, yo.
All right, go ahead and roll again. The DC will stay the same.
All right. 14.
Ezekiel, that is a fail.
Motherfucker.
Nice.
Alonso, that is a fail.
As long as Trovis fails. As long as
Hither,
he
that is a
fails.
fail.
Okay, come on, Nick.
Come on, Nick. Nick!
Come on, Nick.
Come on, Nick.
Goblin liver, go.
That is a
Goblin
pass.
liver Oh.
Let's go.
All right,
Goblin
who
liver
here
go.
has dropped to 0, if at all?
I think Hither has. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a third.
All right, yeah.
Hither puts his drink down, and he says, I need you to take me to the bathroom.
Now.
Well, I was gonna
Only-
say, please describe how Heather loses, but I think that will work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
puppies.
After. Oh, that's the cutest thing in the world.
He just looks around. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Pick him up and put him in the pisser. All right. And you see like two of the other guards like very hesitantly pick you up, unsure if you're just gonna let loose right then and there, and they just like awkwardly put you at the bathroom.
They're just holding him like a cat. That's like
Like holding him up by the armpits, his arms are just outstretched.
Yeah. All right.
If I could just say one more thing before we continue,
Yeah.
like since Zeke is on his last life, he's just going to like, he shakes his head and then like immediately just kind of like smacks the top of his forehead, and it's just like, okay, all right, we still in there.
That's how you do it.
Alright.
Alonzo has the hiccups.
All right.
Also,
so-
I like to imagine for the next like 5 minutes we just hear a constant stream of water hitting water from the bathroom.
It's part of the background.
Yeah.
Future Gray. We're gonna edit in a stream of water trickling in.
Yeah.
in the background.
From here until the contest ends.
Until Hitler comes back out.
All right, so the
Alright.
human up against Nick. That is going to be a fail.
Oh, he's out.
Yes, he is out. Nick, by the skin of your teeth, you have successfully outdrunken this human.
Nick
Mm-hmm.
really buzzed. It's like heroes always pull out at the end. Fuck yeah.
All right, the one that
Sorry.
beat. Yes.
The hero always pulls out at the end. Is that what you said?
Yes, he's drunk.
You see Wezo in the background sort of like raise his eyebrows at that.
Oh.
The human that had successfully drank Hither, he's going to continue to drink because even though there's one-on-ones, this is still technically a free-for-all in a way.
Oh.
He will fail. He will go down to his last life.
Blech.
The dwarf against Ezekiel. He will pass. He's still on 2.
Son of a.
And Trovis. All right. Before he drinks, he's gonna look over to Lonzo and say, "Hey, you all right there? You having fun?"
Yeah. I mean, I can't really see too well, but yeah.
Yeah, you'll get you.
Oh god!
He in mid-sentence, he immediately like face plants into the table, and everybody like uproariously laughs. You hear one of them guys says, "That's our speaker. He may not be the best out of all of us, but he sure loves participating." And you see the rest of the guards sort of like, "All right, fairy fire."
They just throw glitter on him.
All right. Everybody in the tavern watches as Trovis is now like snoring asleep. You immediately see him begin to like almost like rave lights begin to show up on him.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
They
I hope
reflect
nothing's
off
wrong with him.
They reflect off his like silver scales like a disco ball.
Shit, he's really bright. Let's drag him out of here. And sure enough, a few of the guards who are trying to like close their eyes as this impromptu disco ball is being dragged out. They drag Speaker Trovis out to somewhere a bit more comfortable.
His snow pile from earlier.
His snow pile from earlier,
His
sure.
snow pile from earlier. Jesus.
His
All right.
snow pile.
Who
Okay.
here is how many lives do all of you have?
Nick
is at
has one. Zeke is at 1. Alonso
I
is
have-
at 2.
I have to.
All right.
yeah.
So, everybody go ahead and roll again. This time the DC has gone up.
Oh boy.
Alright.
Nope.
All right, Alonso, you have lost a life. You are down to 1. Ezekiel,
Damn.
you have rolled a natural 20. You
Yes!
regain a life.
I am emboldened!
Nick, unfortunately, that is a fail. How do you tap out?
Nick is drinking. Too much kind of spills over onto his shirt. He kind of coughs a little bit. Tankers down. He's like, does a big old belch. And it's like, I can feel my inside screaming.
Zeke is gonna rush over to him. Boss, don't leave us! Don't go into the light!
I have to. The time has come for me to join the stream. Someone, uppies. I'm gonna double the audio at this point.
Oh no!
All right, so yeah, you are dragged out of the. Or actually, do you get yourself dragged out, or do you personally walk over to the bathroom?
He saw Hither get uppies. He wants uppies too.
Yeah. Fucking
All right,
uppies, man.
taking advantage of uppies, you'll be uppies also into the bathroom. By this point, Hither, have you successfully finished pissing?
No.
All right, then
No.
you guys will have to share then.
They're small. They can fit in the same room.
Don't do that to them, please!
Hey, I'm not the one making it awkward. All right. Let's see.
That's
Is
fine. They
that
have-
okay? Yeah.
They have one of those pissing troughs, you know, the ones that like used to have in like high school.
Like a concert.
They still have them at like baseball stadiums.
Yeah.
It is gross.
All right. The human that beat Hither, he has failed and he is out.
Alrighty.
In his case, he is just gonna go. You know what? The bathroom's kind of full. I'm just gonna do it outside.
We're gonna go outside, yeah.
Yeah.
We do it outside.
And the dwarf that is on 2 lives. That is also gonna be a fail. He is at 1.
Alright, while I am stronger, he is weaker. Yes.
All right. So, as of now, Alonso is at 1. The dwarf is at 1, and Ezekiel is at 2.
Zeke about 2 stocks and fools.
All right, so I will say, just so there's no blind side ahead of time, if 2 people are to fail at the same time on their last life, the person who rolled the highest will have a higher ranking, basically.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
All right, everybody, go ahead and roll a con save.
Alrighty. Oh, alright.
That is a fail. Alonso, that is a fail. How do you tap out?
He just is like he's like kind of like been swaying the whole time, and he just like goes still, stands up, and immediately goes outside and just vomits.
Yeah.
That's how you do it, baby.
All right.
There's like rat skeletons in the fugue.
All right.
Not really,
Ezekiel, it is just you and the dwarf that you got paired up against left at the table. You are looking for a fail from this dwarf. If he fails, you win.
Oh, please. Please.
All right. So, Ezekiel, how do you want to do this?
Let's fucking go!
Yeah!
Under the table.
As he rolls a natural 2.
Awesome! I drank a dwarf under the table. I'm the man.
Fuck
All right,
yeah.
please describe to me how you successfully outdrink this dwarf.
As I am just taking in my mug, I am swirling and kind of like seeing 2 dwarves in front of me,
Ooh.
and it's just like I just feel the effects of the alcohol just kind of like mess with my brain, almost like if I was just incredibly tired. And it's just like, instead of letting it affect me, I just grit my teeth, kind of like bite my tongue, and then just like straight up down the mug in front of me. I just down it, all of it, open my mouth wide, and just like all of it goes down. And then just to add insult to injury, I grab the dwarf's mug.
Oh
and
shit!
I drink his fill as well.
For shits and giggles, as you do that, roll an intimidation check.
Let's go.
Yeah, as soon as you take this guy's mug as like a complete power move, the dwarf just sort of like lets out a very tired, broken laugh and goes, "You know what? That was some hot shit there. Fuck it, you have it." And he legitimately resigns after that. And you win! You have successfully outdrank everyone at this table. Everybody in the hook, line, and sinker is cheering for you. You even hear like a... First, for a moment, you hear it's like, shit, what's his name? Oh yeah, Ezekiel! 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 You hear everybody give me a chance.
You the man, Bat.
Ezekiel is Ezekiel is going to just hold his mug and the dwarf's mug in each hand and just be like, "What?"
Hard to
And
think.
like,
Not 10 minutes ago, he was waxing poetic about how lonely he feels this night.
and before he could let gravity take the wheel, he's going to come off of the table, because he definitely jumped on the table. He is going to come off the table, and his next action is to politely put the mugs back, turn around, walk outside, and faceplant into the snow. Just
Oh no.
Merkin, you have watched all of your companions in one way or another succumb to extreme drunkenness in some way. Suffice to say, you might have to do a little bit of babysitting just to get everybody in their rooms tonight.
Yeah.
Also,
Go ahead.
Also, you face planted in the wrong spot in the snow.
Oh no!
Because
No.
Alonzo was there.
Oh, okay.
No,
Oh, no.
I'd say you like you're next to, not in the vomit. Does he get anything for winning?
I will say, for the sheer, like, overwhelming, like, pride and enthusiasm and fuck yeah kind of feeling he has, I will say he doesn't get a monetary reward. But what I will say is, if I recall correctly, the boon that you got from the Chewingas, that's a one-time use, right?
yes, it is.
We're gonna bump that up to 2.
Oh, sweet, cool.
Hey. We're gonna bump that up at 2.
Doing good. Just watching.
Daddy did it, boys. Your dad's a winner.
Totally what the dad
You
is
always
say
were a
after
winner, Dad.
whacking out drunk.
You're a father?
I am now.
Metaphor.
Oh.
Okay.
Congratulations.
And so, I will go ahead and say, as you all finish dealing with all of the booze in your system in one way or another, I would like for all of you to roll one final con save. Not for dealing with the drunkenness, but more so rather how you deal with the hangover the next morning, as
Oh.
it is next morning.
I wanted to do a thing before. the next
Sure.
one.
by all means.
Just to like keep the fun out of the context going. Like Alonzo might spy Trovis in the snow. Like no, like slap him away. No, you need to go to your house. You're not sleeping in the snow. I don't care if you're cold resistant. You need to go sleep in your house.
Hey, fuck. Oh.
Where's your house? I don't remember where it is.
I will ping over here.
No,
We
just
didn't
like
bark.
in here. Come on, I'm not leaving you out here. So Alonzo will accompany him back to his house.
You. What is your strength score?
Oh dear.
1.
All right, that's good enough.
I'm also a little druid, so I can wild shape if I need to.
Yeah. So, one way or another, you successfully managed to drag Trovis personally back to his house, as he's just a little grumpy, but also too tired to protest. It's like, I just wanted to sleep.
Yeah, but not in the fucking snow. You have a bed, I'm sure. I hope.
Yeah, of course, but you know, that little pile next to the Northern Lights is kind of a second bed. Or at least the sisters kind of joke about it.
The sisters?
Yeah, you know, the two sisters that run the inn. You saw them.
I thought it was like the snow pile by the tavern.
But yeah, you bring him back over to his house. I'll say, you can either let him go to sleep right away, which means he would, like, crash on the couch, or you personally, like, escort him to his bedroom.
Hey yo, is this it?
We do that part, and then we just black out, and Alonzo wakes up in his bed like, huh? What?
Congratulations, you have successfully slept with the dragon.
But he's like, I've still got my clothes on, so I guess we're okay.
You did it 1950s style.
Yeah. Con save, you said?
Yeah.
Oh god, everyone else did really good.
Oh man,
13. Well,
Alright.
alright.
I'm so sad because I definitely should have done something in my drunken stupor, and now I'm not gonna get the chance.
Alright.
Don't worry, I'm still the other
So,
chances, don't worry.
I will say, Merkin, since you were the ones that are like, basically babysitting the party and getting them their rooms, you get to pick the room, who gets to sleep where, pretty much.
Oh boy. Let's see. Boy, why am I putting thought into this?
If it makes you feel better, you can just leave Hither at the bathroom.
He's gonna be a hot minute.
Yeah, he's just there till morning and he comes out
Oh,
all
it did-
fine.
I don't know if we should subjugate Future Gray to all of that stream.
I think if anything, the stream itself has already like had enough.
Oof.
It's just so awesome powers.
No. Anyway, I'd say honestly, just like put everyone in like their original sleeping arrangements. Just, you know, shrug. There's not really much thought to be put into it.
So the two
All right.
shorties together, and
Yeah.
yeah, the two
All right, I
shorties
forg-
together, and then Ezekiel would be by himself because Alonso is predisposed. Shall we
Yeah, I
say.
was gonna
Well,
say, does Alonzo crash at Trovis's place?
I literally just said he blacks out in his bed and
Yeah.
wakes
Oh,
up
okay.
there.
Okay.
Although, yeah, I will say if like, actually, wait, no, the Merkin wouldn't know that. I was gonna say like, if Merkin knew that like Alonso wasn't coming back, he'd probably just put like Zeke with him just so he's not alone. But you know,
He doesn't.
Well, you don't know that, yeah.
Yeah.
exactly, yeah. So just
Nick's got it.
regular sleeping arrangements, then yeah.
Drunken or not, Nick might have tried continued his conversation with Nick afterwards.
You mean Wezzo?
Wezzo, yeah.
Wow, he really is that drunk.
Wow, yeah.
Nick
He
is
has
gonna
that
talk.
conversation
I mean,
with himself.
yeah, no, he can absolutely.
All right, so I will say, everybody except Alonzo, you're fine. Alonzo, you're still a little bit woozy, but not by much. It's more so like you need to sleep in a little bit more.
So it's a bit later showing up to everyone else's
Yeah.
place.
Pretty much. I'll say since you specifically crashed at Trovis's place, you very much like drunkenly sleep in the same bed, pretty much.
Yeah.
By the time that you wake up, you actually wake up first before Trovis, and he has like his arm outstretched, like the back of his hand facing the bed, as it's sort of like unintentionally, like his big arm is outstretched over your chest. Not outright pinning you, but you just wake up realizing it's like, oh shit, he like spreads out when he sleeps.
Yeah. It's like gently pick it up like a finger at a time to move him off my chest and onto like the bed.
Pretty much.
Damn, lay him and leave him, eh?
He is like very much like a snout, like, and mouth wide open, tongue out to the side, like very breathy, wet snores.
Ugh.
Ugh.
We're
In the
gonna-
back of my head,
Uh-huh.
only because it was Alonzo,
Yeah.
I was actually imagining that Trovis woke up first and for whatever reason was shirtless.
Like, oh my god, wow, my shirt fell off. How weird is that?
How weird is that?
OMG, wow.
Yeah, Alonzo will gently creep out.
All right. You join the rest of your companions over at the Northern Light.
Begrudgingly.
And where were
Yeah.
you, young man?
I think I fell asleep at the speaker's house. After I wanted to make sure he didn't freeze overnight.
It's very fair. I wish you would have let one of us know, though. Some of us were worried.
What? He's just
Oh.
still out of it.
Never mind. Never mind. It's too early for this. Go upstairs.
Okay, he just goes upstairs and like falls on another bed.
It's- the one sober one has just been acting like the doting parent.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, the rest of you, what do you do in the morning?
Well,
You didn't roll the nat 20, so it's only fair.
Yeah.
I sit up.
You feel
Yeah.
great.
I feel totally amazing. I feel so good that I actually outwardly say, wow, I feel pretty good.
Your bladder has never felt this empty in your
Jesus.
entire life.
What a statement.
I
In fact,
actually,
you feel dehydrated.
yeah. And in fact, I actually just go downstairs, ask for a pitcher, and I just take it from them, and I just like, sort of like a bird, I just stick my snoot in there and just suck it up.
He's
I
he's about to
mean,
hummingbird it.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. When I have Hither, he has a bit of a snoot, so he just sucks it
Yeah.
up through his mouth like a big straw, just like basically like the wolf from Red Hot Riding Hood.
he's got elongated lips.
Brooklyn mouth.
Brooklyn mouth, yeah.
Oh god.
That's the way to look
He's
at it.
got a boopable snoot.
Indeed.
Whoop.
I've shown you that before. You all know.
Yeah, we're familiar.
Yes.
So if we're going by number order, Ezekiel is going to wake up and he's immediately going to notice that he doesn't hear he doesn't like immediately hear Alonso next to him because they've been sharing rooms relatively like normally, and it's just like, what? Huh? Like just visible if it was possible, visible confusion on his face is like, wait, where did he go? Huh? And his immediate next thought is just gonna be like, I guess he just woke up early.
Okay,
I guess
good.
he just fucked off.
Guess he just off.
And his immediate next thing to do is he's going to go over to Sheldon, his dog, and bring his chewingas close, and it'll be like, "Good morning, boys."
Meanwhile, Sheldon is just like blankly staring off with a dopey smile.
Uh,
Very boof.
Your dad absolutely won something last night, and I don't know what it was, but it was something.
There's a long pause from Sheldon, and then he just licks you across the face.
Thanks, buddy. And Ezekiel is just going to finish off his morning with giving his big old dog a hug, and he is going to very, very, very carefully going to smooch his chewingas. Just
Aw.
Okay.
It's a little bit harder because they're much smaller, but they take it. They can pretty much come and go out of the lantern relatively with ease. So yeah, they pretty much like poke their heads out with like your, will allowing them to do so, since you are currently the wielder of the lantern. And yeah, they don't kiss back, but they don't protest either. They, if anything, you just hear like,
I love you guys.
Aww. I miss that dog.
Oh. You have a dog. What do you mean?
Oh yeah. I miss him.
He's
still
right outside. What do you mean?
Yeah, but I'm inside.
Yeah, well, you could go outside and tell him you love him.
Okay. Hither goes outside and approaches his dog and puts a hand on him very sternly. Well, you know, I love you.
Justice.
Yes. Good, Northwest. Good. Good boy.
he can't do it because he has paws, but he would give you like the fucking American salute if he could.
Boy. And that leaves our fearless leader.
Yes, Nick. What do you do this morning?
All right. Well, Nick. I guess it depends. Is Wezzo still in the room?
He is.
In your bedroom.
Hot.
Oh,
Yeah.
all
I
of
will
the yes.
say that you woke up first.
Well, Nick's going to stretch, feel cold a little bit, and actually put some clothes on. It's gonna try not to wake up Wezzo. Kind of let him sleep in a little bit if he can.
Yeah. You see, he's sort of like not outstretched like Trovis was, but it's definitely in a way where it's like the upper body has not been like covered by the blanket at all, and so you basically see like all of the runic Red Wizard of Thay tattoos all over his scalp, his neck, and Surprisingly, you learned last night, all over his chest and body, pretty much. You actually see on his sternum there is like a large skull insignia that is actually glowing kind of like a sickly green color.
Cool.
It's like very faint.
Nick will pull the covers, to give Wezzo some actual warmth. Let him make sure he's not going to catch a cold in his sleep. And he is going to do his daily cast of Goodberry.
All right. By the way, yeah, everybody has taken a long rest, but take that spell slot off pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. The rest of you, one way or another, you all convene together.
Ooh.
What is it that you do?
Morning, mates.
Good morning.
Oh man. Anybody else have an interesting night last night? All I remember was a lot
Victory.
of and victory.
I mean, I think I had a good time, but then I kind of forgot what happened after most of it, so that's not great.
Well, you won.
I won?
Yeah, Zeke, you won.
Oh, Zeke won. Okay.
Wait, I did?
Yeah? It was impressive.
Huh.
You drank a dwarf under the table.
What matters is that and nothing else.
And you two, I don't even want to talk about what you two got up to last night.
Huh?
Looks at, like, Nick and Heather.
Oh.
Did we make out?
No, I was making out with a different goblin.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
do you think you would want to after that?
I'll think about it.
J-
Anyway, I need water.
Not
I'm
what I meant.
severely dehydrated.
Sorry, I drank it all.
Yes. Yes, you should all drink. Cleric.
Cleric?
Actually, wait, no. We have a druid. What am I saying?
What?
But
What do you
No.
need me to do?
because Hither joked that he like drank all the water. Just like, oh, Lonzo, can you just like create more water?
No, I don't want to waste spells today.
I'll remind you that Merkin, because you paid for everybody's room, and by that I mean you basically fished out everybody's like money to pay for their room equally out of their wallet for them. Which, by the way, 5 silver for each of you.
I didn't stay at the inn last night, so fuck you.
All right,
Yeah.
everybody except Alonzo, and we'll bump that up to 7.5 silver.
Oh,
What the
shit.
hell is that crap? We just saved everyone from a serial killer. We had to pay for a room?
I mean, yeah, it's still an inn.
So 5 silver is how much in gold?
0.5.
0.5. I can't give
Also,
0.5
you-
of a gold piece.
You also, you fool! You made everything so much more complicated math-wise. You introduced
Well, hey,
math.
how about I just make it 1 gold piece?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Simple.
All right. But
Yes, they still have
Uh,
to run a business, Wyatt.
Yeah, well, now they have.
But yeah,
patrons that are
to
not-
continue what I was saying, because
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
technically paid for your inn stay, you also get access to all the amenities, such as, a breakfast.
Ooh.
Oh, my favorite part of the day. Unclenching my jaw and opening wide.
A continental
Yes.
breakfast. Amazing.
A continental breakfast.
Yes, you all are going to. Yes, you all are going to eat and be hydrated, and you're going to like it.
Yes, Mom.
He kind of has this look on his face where he doesn't know how to take that.
Because this is Icewind Dale, your breakfast is very meaty. You are basically served sort of like a trout stew with sort of like lots of like what vegetables can you even fucking have here in Icewind Dale, really?
A lot of root
Jesus.
vegetables.
A lot of what vegetables?
Root vegetables. Stuff
Then
that
yeah,
can
probably
grow.
like mushrooms, carrots, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you get like a very hearty. It's almost like
Potatoes.
brunch, which
Potatoes.
I can flavor it as like, Alonzo took a while to get out of bed than you guys did, and also had to walk all the way to the other side of town to join you guys. But yeah, you basically get like stew for breakfast. And yeah, even with the good berries, if you ate any of them, it will nourish you for the whole day, but nothing quite lifts the spirit than something like very warm and hearty.
And Ezekiel is going to do what he's done since the beginning of this journey. He is going to open his mouth wide and see if he could just swallow it whole.
Well, I would have you do a con save, but considering that you successfully like riding the high of out constitutioning other people, I'll say for shits and giggles, roll with advantage.
Alrighty. Con save, right?
Con
Oh,
save, right,
save.
John?
Yes.
Gotcha. Well, it
12.
doesn't really matter.
You just woke up. You're a little groggy, and the heat is definitely like warms you up. You do have to burp a few times because you gulped out. You gulp pretty much the whole thing in one go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, you do have to like cough and like burp several times, but you chug the whole thing down.
And then
No throwing up or
and then
anything
after
like
a very
that.
satisfying fill through his ears, everyone could just see the steam.
Like you
of
just
how hot the
exhale,
food is.
and
Like,
the exhale comes out of your ears.
the exhale is through my ears, you can see it through my nose, and the moment I just go, like just smoke comes out of my mouth.
Wow.
Merkin just kind of jokingly rubs his hands together above Zeke's ears, just like
To warm his hands.
warm his hands above the steam.
I needed that.
Yeah.
You definitely did.
As
Right.
did other folks, as I am noticing.
So, what's the plan again?
Well,
After
Yeah.
this? Yeah.
well, for starters, we'll probably need to report back to
Vincendo.
Runshander, just to, let them know that the deed is done and we'll probably get a reward. But
Mhm.
I do want to swing by the Dwarven Valley so they can pick up Perilou. I'm still a little
yeah.
bit worried about her. Like, even with Sephin, or what's his nuts?
Sefik.
Sefik is dead now. That doesn't mean that there aren't more of them out there.
Exactly.
Hopefully, once Wezo wakes up, we may be able to talk with him.
About what?
Well, he did seem to suck up the soul of whoever Sefik actually was. Who knows? Maybe he'll be able to give us some information I don't really understand necromancy, but I've heard stories of certain necromancers, I guess, picking apart souls to learn stuff about them and about their life.
That sounds invasive, but alright.
I mean,
Yeah, it's cool.
fuck them. I mean, I know you wanted to take him in alive,
know.
and I'm sorry about that, Alonso, but this is
Did I say that?
when we were back in Grimshander. You wanted to take Sephic in alive to have him, you know, meet justice.
Right, yeah, that's right. But considering the fact that it wasn't really Sephic, it was actually his corpse being piloted by a spirit, I guess this is for the better.
My thoughts exactly.
Because it was less the man committing the crimes, more so that was a vessel for the spirit to commit the crimes. Oh boy. That's distressing.
Yeah.
Just a little
Yeah,
bit.
Maybe we should all do some squats.
As you say that, Hither, you hear the two sisters conversing in the background. You know them from last afternoon yesterday. That one of them, their two names are Allie and Corey, Cori Corey.
Okay.
I did say two sisters. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I was like,
you hear them having a bit of a conversation. You hear Allie go, "Hey," and you're sure you didn't take the lantern off of the front door? No, why would I do that? It was missing when I saw it. I thought you took it. No, why would I do it? And there's a pause and he goes, "Do you think it's those guys that have been like breaking in the middle of the night?" I don't know.
Who?
Hey, what's this about people breaking in the middle of the night? He makes sure to check his wallet is in his pants.
Roll a perception check.
I swear
Oh,
to God,
no.
John.
No!
Listen, after last night, I'm surprised there's anything left in your pants.
That's fair.
It's gone.
Hither, you quickly open up. You quickly like reach down into your pocket, and for a moment you don't feel it, and then you panic, and then you go into your other pocket and you try to feel for it. You don't feel it, and then all of a sudden you start to hyperventilate, and to the point where it's like you put your hands up against your face. It's like, no, I just got this thing. How am I gonna fight it again if it goes missing? And then when you put your hand up to your face, you feel the leather of the wallet. You had picked it up and not, put two and two together that it's still there.
It's in your hand.
Oh, thank God.
Yes.
Ah.
You were flailing around with it in your hand, but you were still too groggy to realize, oh shit, I'm holding it right now.
It's like when you're holding your phone, you're like, I need to find my phone. Where is it? Shit, where's my
Exactly,
phone?
yeah.
Thank
Oh my
goodness, the
God.
holy mackerel
Even-
is saved.
Even worse when you're like on the phone with someone. being
Exactly,
Like, "Fuck,
yeah.
Where's my phone?"
Exactly, yeah.
And then your mom's like, how do you think we're talking right now?
Home phone, totally.
God, no one has a landline anymore.
We still have
I
one
don't.
here.
I
We
don't
still have
anymore,
one.
rather.
We still have one at my house, but yeah.
Cool.
Anyways, yeah, what's that about? Break-ins? What's going on? What?
Well, this is kind of hearsay, but for a few weeks now, there's been some random break-ins in the middle of the night. Not like ransacking or, anything like that, but like stuff has been going missing every night. Like, over the course of a few weeks, and this is Allie sort of like putting out her fingers to count. There is like a pair of goats missing from another tavern across town. There was like a sack of pearls from one of the shops here. There is like, well, and then, well, just a few days ago, right before you came, there's a lantern at our front door that should be up there. It's actually kind of enchanted. It actually can, like, shift colors, but it went missing, and, well, I thought Corey here took it. No, I didn't! Well, I thought she took it, and then she also thought I did, but I don't know.
I can
Maybe
help
someone's
look for
taking things here.
it. I can help find it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just let me-
As you say, yeah.
Just let me regain my consciousness first.
As you are all saying this, you actually see, or you actually hear from up the stairs a very tired yawn as Wezo finally heads down the stairs as he says, "What's this about robberies?" And you all fill him in as quickly as you can.
Come on, Wezel.
Morning, hero. The fuck? You kind of... And here... I was worried for a second. You kind of just... had a fling and then let me out to dry.
Nah, I had to meet up with my crew.
Well, aren't you a charmer?
Yeah, I left your breakfast.
Well...
I left your breakfast on the nightstand.
Right, I think I missed that. Alright. Well, sorry, I didn't get most of this detail. There's robberies happening. Do you have any idea who it could be?
Sounds like...
And you see the two sisters, yeah?
Sounds like it's just a simple cat burglar of sorts who's picking off random shite.
You see the two sisters sort of like ponder. I'm gonna roll something for them. Well, one of them rolled a natural 1, but Corey, who is the chef out of the two sisters, sort of like speaks up and says, "Now that you mention it, hey, wasn't there like a blizzard a few weeks ago? Yeah, what about it? Well, when that one tavern got their goats stolen, they woke up and they thought they saw tracks, but then the blizzard came over and sort of just, you know, covered them." Oh yeah? Which direction they were going? I think they were going north. Like, Calvin's Karen north.
Uh-oh.
And Wezo speaks up and he goes, "Well, if they live there, who lives there?" Well, there are some dwarves who don't live in the valley that sort of, like, live remote there. And... give me 1 second real quick.
Sorry, I was remembering Pymation's Gordon Ramsay episode that came out.
Nice.
Yeah.
A reminder to Future Gray, if you have not cut the stream effect by now, please do.
I mean, that's good to know, I guess. But yeah, as soon as you, she'll say, "Well, the only people who would live at Calvin's Karin is some dwarves who, you know, live remote from the valley. There's one group of dwarves that the Hook, Line, Sinker does business with to keep all the booths stocked up." And Weza, and before she can trail on, Wezo sort of like stops her in her tracks and goes, "Well, if there are dwarves there, what about some Dwergar? kind of looking for some. I mean, I haven't seen them myself, but maybe? If there are, I haven't seen any myself. And Wezo just nods and goes, well, say no more, as he looks over to you guys. You remember how I told you why I was here, right?
Yeah, you're
Someone
hunting down.
stole. Go on.
Yeah, you're hunting down the guy who stole your master's book, right?
Yeah, he's a Dwergar. I basically had to track his ass all the way through the Underdark, and I ended up
Nice.
here. So, I know for a fact Dwergar have to be here, if the tunnels even go all the way over here. So, if that's the case, I think that's where I'm gonna go next. I don't know about you, but if it's anything related to what I'm looking for, I need to take care of some business there.
Is he gonna murder him?
As you say this, Wezo is just going to like smirk in your direction and go, maybe.
Oh,
Depends on if they're who I'm looking for and if they cooperate.
Yeah. Can we wrap this up soon? I'm really tired.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Honestly, yeah. Honestly, if you're asking me, I hope it's the latter, but it's whatever happens first. But what about the rest of you?
Well, we need to head over that way regardless to pick up a comrade. We kind of left her there to recover for a few days.
Is that so?
yeah.
Well, looks like we have a reason to actually be around each other. For a little while.
Convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, real quick, just in the interest of time, but like,
Yeah.
basically just to leave this as like a note for like future John and future Gray, I guess. But I want to ask Wezo about if he knows anything about the cold cloak before we, not before we end off, but like when we do the next one.
Gotcha.
All right. I will say, do
Before
you
you
want
leave,
to
that's
save that and also, do you want to save that and also trying to get Wezo to use Speak with Dead on the soul that he sucked up for next time?
Yes.
We can say that for next time.
All right. Well, as you and you all and Wezo agree to go together for the time being, we are going to end things here.
Yay.
And I'm so sorry that we started late because of me.
It's okay. It's not your
Yeah.
fault. Well,
It is your fault.
you didn't do it on purpose. Is what I'm saying. Shush.
Wow.
You didn't do it on purpose. Fuck.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right.
You didn't do it on purpose.
All right.
All right.
We will see you 2 weeks from now for the next episode of Icewind Dale. Bye, you two.
Bye.
Seeing everyone.